7:45, under 5 minutes to go here in the second half. Old Spice Classic, quarterfinal number 4. And the Golden Bears on a little bit of a run right now.
Well, Franklin. I was going to say they certainly have, and it comes down to better ball movement and certainly the carelessness of Temple. You know, a time when you want to be able to close, as Temple went on a run, took a large lead, 7-point lead, and all of a sudden they got careless. They started to back off defensively, and California's just taking full advantage.
Saw Harper Camp back in with those 3 fouls. He's got 11 points and 6 boards. LaVoy Allen at the line. And 13 points along with 4 rebounds in this one. Tulsa UNLV, they're about to tip off, and that game will be available on ESPNU and ESPN3.com, and when we're done here it'll come right on over to ESPN2.
Well, right now guys with 3 fouls for Cal, Harper Camp and Jorge Gutierrez, and I'll tell you what, you got to be able to go after these guys right now.
Couldn't hit off balance. Sanders Friesen, his 9th rebound.
And how often have we said off balance for both of these teams?
Yeah, you're right, a lot. Friday night, ESPN, a pair of college football games. First, 7 Eastern, number 1 Oregon taking on Arizona. And then in the nightcap, 10:15 Eastern, number 4 Boise State, number 19 Nevada. Gutierrez stretches the lead to 3. Malik White will check in. Scooty Randall take a seat.
Well, we talked about at the beginning of this telecast that, you know, it's time for Temple to confirm that they belong in the top 25. And right now, the doubters are growing. On the other hand, in a tournament like this, this is where you learn about your team. And Mike Montgomery now needs to see if his team can close the deal, can seal the deal.
Allen shot blocked out of bounds. Temple ball when we return. Cal by 3. Len and I got a chance to get in the helicopter to shoot that earlier. Cal leading it by 3. And Temple basketball. Fernandez. He's had a tough night from deep.
Well, I'll tell you what, Alan Crabb doing a nice job. Crabb using his length, getting in Fernandez's space. Fernandez couldn't even see the basket on that one as he jerks his head back.
And Crabb long at 6'6". Fernandez is 2 for 12 from the field, including 0 for 6 from 3.
That you contribute to pretty good defense, as he hasn't gotten many open looks.
Good hands there by Malik White.
And it bears repeating, when this game began, who would have thunk that Mike Montgomery would be trying to see if his young team can seal a deal against the 20th team in the nation, and who would have thought that Fran Dunphy is exhorting his team to try to beat a team that's only got 4 upperclassmen, and none of them were featured players last year.
Big bucket there. Harper Camp, 13 points. And Fernandez is fouled. He had a trio of Golden Bears getting in on him. That foul is on Jorge Gutierrez, his 4th.
And as you mentioned, 3 guys on Fernandez as he drove to the basket. Good for him trying to make something happen, but Raleigh Jefferson all by himself in the corner on the baseline.
Fernandez another shot at it. Temple down 5. First points for Temple in over 4 minutes. Now some pressure from the Owls.
Well, they have to resort to something because the pressure not only might create turnovers, but it should get his guys energized. Fran Dunphy hoping down the stretch here in the last 3 minutes and 9 seconds.
Ramon Moore commits the foul now. He has 4. Each team 9 team fouls. And again, those of you that tuned in to watch Tulsa and UNLV, that game is on ESPNU and ESPN3.com. As soon as our game concludes, you'll find it right here on ESPN2. But first, Cal and Temple have to finish. It's quarterfinal action here at the Old Spice Classic. The winner takes on Notre Dame. Our other semifinal tomorrow will pit Boston College and Wisconsin.
Just pick the ball up and go, man. What are we doing? It's still 3 minutes left.
Fernandez off again, now 0 for 7 from 3.
You know, what he allowed the defense to do is get back and get set. And then he winds up taking a long shot. Like I said, I just don't think Temple is clicking. They're not playing smart. And in that instance, looked like they were playing scared.
Camp gets a shot blocked. Allen gives off to Fernandez. Let's see if the Owls can come up with something offensively.
Quick shots didn't give Lavoy Allen a chance after the handoff to really go down and post.
Khalif Wyatt charged with the foul.
And down the stretch here, when you really don't need the foul, and the other teams in the double bonus as well, those are anxiety fouls. You know, you're afraid the guy's going to get away from you. You're not focused on positioning yourself, and you'll ultimately reach out and grab in fear of somebody getting away.
Speaking of anxiety, and again, this is just me reading into it, but the way it feels, that move by Fernandez letting the ball roll to save clock, it almost feels as if it's saying, wow, our offense is struggling so much, we need every second we can get.
Yeah, and this really does nothing for them. You're not saving time on that. And again, you're allowing the defense to come back and get set. Get it in bounds and push it up the floor if you want to gain an advantage at this point.
And again, Temple hadn't played since November 14th. Long layoff, and the rust has shown in this one. Gary Franklin took a whack to the face and goes down. Yeah, got him in the eye. So Franklin will go down and shoot once. The eye gets cleared a little bit, that right eye.
I don't need that.
This is not easy right here. The one-eyed free throw.
Yeah, no depth perception. You got to rely on muscle memory. How does it feel?
Yeah, well, this is where you make the shoot at the one in the middle joke, right? Largest lead for Cal at 8. Moore looking to push. They don't have numbers, though. Wyatt. Feet underneath, and the bucket for Jefferson.
And that's what I mean by pushing the ball up the floor. You're going to gain far more of an advantage in keeping the defense scrambled if you push it up than allowing it to roll and letting them get back and get set. Cal just working clock now. They're going to force Temple to play him, to guard him, and then probably foul him, or they're going to get a good look.
Franklin launches. Way off.
And he was about 3 or 4 feet beyond the arc. Not a good look. Just still took some time off the clock.
Fernandez fouled, and he'll get 3 free throws. ESPN, the home court of college hoops, Friday afternoon. ESPN2 will bring you the doubleheader, 2:30 Eastern, VCU and UCLA, 5 Eastern, Notre Dame against the winner of this one. It's the Old Spice Classic semifinal number 2. College basketball part of Feast Week, and it's presented by Lowe's. Well, a big break for Temple as the clock stops and a chance to get 3. But Fernandez can't hit. It's just been a tough game for Juan Fernandez. From the floor, 2 for 13. From the three-point line, 0 for 7. And 3 for 5 from the line.
See, Fran with that concern, and it's, again, trying to understand his team. I mean, look, you know, being ranked 20th in the nation, which is, I'm sure, an honor for them, but it also puts a target on their back in the top 25, and maybe he didn't expect them to stay or climb. But in a game like this, he should expect them to win, primarily because of the experience and the talent level.
Temple down by 4, 1:14 to go. We send it back to the studio and Steve Bunin.
Thank you, guys. Still some drama left to unfold in Orlando. They are underway in Anaheim at the 76 Classic on ESPNU. Again, we'll get you to that game on ESPN2 as soon as the hour